Okay, fourth grade. So today we are going to learn about clue words in sentences that involves numbers so we can make a number problem. So I want you to have your first sheet. It says Operation Clue Words. Everybody put their finger on operation so I know that you were there. Okay, so let's put our finger on addition. Okay, so when I say the word underneath addition, when I say those words, after I say them, I want you to mimic me. I want you to repeat what I say. So, under addition, there's add.
Add.
All together.
All together.
And. Both.
Both.
In all.
In all.
Some. Total.
Total.
Increase. Okay, let's move on to subtract. Put your finger on subtract. Follow along. Difference. Fewer. Gave away.
Gave away.
Take away.
Take away.
How many more?
How many more?
How much longer, shorter, smaller?
How much longer, shorter, smaller?
Left.
Less.
Change. Decrease. Okay, let's go to multiplication. Each. Same. Twice. Product. In all. Double. Let's go to division. Share equally. Each. Quotient. Every. Okay, so we're going to look for these words in our next sheet. So your next sheet is going to have the numbers on it. Kathy has it right here. Let's show what it looks like. Okay, everybody get on this page. I want you to write your name at the very top, right under the word clue. Okay, does everybody have their name written? Yes?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to read number 1, and I want you to look at your chart, the operations word, clue words, and I want you to try to identify what the word would be that we're going to underline to help us know which to use: addition, subtraction, multiplication, or division. So, put your finger on number 1. Mark has 17 gumballs. He gives 6 gumballs to Amber. How many gumballs does Mark have left? Okay, so let's look at that. So, what do we think? Do we think we're going to add, subtract? Debbie, what do you think?
Subtraction.
And what word would we use right there?
How many?
Is that on your chart?
Oh, no. I'm
No,
sorry.
let's try again. Kathy, what do you think?
Gives. Gave away is under subtraction, so he gives. He gave them away.
Okay, let's look at it one more time. Let's look at the last sentence. Mark, how many gumballs does Mark have left? Now let's look over here on our Operation Clue words. Okay, let's go under subtraction. Left is our subtraction word. So let's underline the word left. So you're just going to underline that word, right? Okay, so what's our numbers?
17
and 6.
And 6. So how would you write that? You would write 17 minus 6 equals. And who knows how much that equals? Debbie?
11.
11. Good job. Okay, let's go on to number 2. I'm going to read it to you. Lauren scored 6 points during the soccer game. Diana scored twice as many points. How many points did Diana score? All right, so go back to your Operation Clue Words worksheet, and I want you to find the word. Kathy?
Twice.
Twice, right. So let's underline that. Okay, so Debbie, what's our numbers?
Our numbers is 6 and 2 for
Two.
twice.
For twice, right? So we're going to write 6
6.
times 2 equals, what's it equal to?
12.
12. Okay, now I want you to get with your partner and I want you to answer to number 5. Now when you answer, you have to write out what the problem is and you have to underline your word.
Number 3 or 5?
You start at number 3 and you go all the way to 5.
Okay.
Make sure you stop at 5.
You want to read the first one?
Kylie has 12 baseball cards. Jason has 9 baseball cards. How many do they have all together?
I think that's going to be under add
All together.
all together. Is that a keyword?
Let's underline our keyword, all together. So the numbers are 12, and it's addition, plus 9 equals 21.
I got 21 also.
Okay, you read the next one.
Mandy ordered 3 pizzas. Each pizza has 8 pieces. How many pieces did she order in all? And I think we're going to look under addition.
I think we're going to look under
keyword.
multiplication. In all. In all.
I see. I saw in all up there. You're probably right.
In all. Let's
In
see.
all.
Mandy ordered 3 pizzas. So 3.
And look under multiplications, which means we're going to do the timetable. Times
And the next number is
8.
8 equals
24.
24.
You do the next one.
Sarah and her 2 friends bake a pan of 12 brownies. If the girls share the brownies equally, how many will each girl have? Division. Share equally. So what is the number? 2 friends and 12 brownies. They'll get, Sarah and her 2 friends. So that is 3 people, not 2.
3.
3, Sarah and her 2 friends. So they get 4 brownies each.
I agree. Erica ate 12.
Wait.
Oh,
Okay, did you get through number 5?
yes.
Yes, okay, good job. Now, ideally, we would have more people in our class. But, since we don't have a lot of people in our class today, one of you is going to read the problem, so you're going to start at number 3, and then the other is going to write the problem and the word. So, on the board, I want you to write the word that you have underlined and the problem. So, Debbie, why don't you read, and Kathy, you can write for us.
Okay.
So start with the number 3.
Kyle has 12 baseball cards. Jason has 9 baseball cards. How many do they have altogether?
Okay.
And our key word is all together.
And then our numbers
Are
you got to say the numbers.
12 plus 9 equals 21.
Right, good job. So let's go to the next one. Now switch it off. Now Debbie, you can write, and Kathy, you can read.
Mandy ordered 3 pizzas. Each pizza has 8 pieces. How many pizzas did she order in all?
Okay, so Debbie, what was our word?
Each.
No.
Oh,
In all.
in all.
In all.
So write in all on the board. And then underneath that, you're going to write your problem.
Okay. Mandy ordered 3 pizzas. And she ordered 3 pizzas with the 8 pieces in each piece. So 3 times 8 equals 24.
Good job.
Thank you.
Okay, now let's switch off again and let's do number 5.
Okay.
Sarah and her 2 friends baked a pan of 12 brownies. If the girls share the brownies equally, how many will each girl have? Key words.
Are share and equally.
Numbers.
3 friends, Sarah and her 2 friends,
Mm-hmm.
and divide that into 12 brownies. They will each get 4 brownies apiece.
Good job. Y'all did very nice. Okay, so number 6 through 8, I want you to do by yourself. I don't want to see you working with your friend. Okay? Make sure you're underlining your word.
You want us to do number 8 too?
Yes, do number 8 for me. Okay, when you're finished, I want you to pass them up. Very good. Now I want you to get your Operation Clue words backed out. And we're going to say these together again, okay? So under addition, let's say them together. Add.
Add.
All together.
All together.
And.
And.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay. Both.
Both.
In all.
In
In
all.
all.
Some.
Some.
Total.
Total.
Increase.
Increase.
Let's go to subtraction. Difference.
Difference.
Fewer.
Fewer.
Gave away.
Gave away.
Take away.
Take away.
How many more?
How many more?
How much longer, shorter, smaller?
How much longer, shorter, smaller?
Left.
Left.
Less.
Less.
Change.
Change.
Decrease.
Decrease.
Multiplication. Each.
Each.
Same.
Same.
Twice.
Twice.
Product.
Product.
In all.
In all.
Double.
Double.
Let's go to division. Share equally.
Share equally.
Each.
Each.
Quotient.
Quotient.
Every.
Every.
Now flip your paper over. Now, Kathy, what is a word that we can use for subtraction?
Difference.
Difference, correct. Debbie, what is a word that we can use for multiplication?
In all.
Good job. Okay. So now, I want you to make sure that you keep this flipped over. We are not going to use these. We are not going to use these. Okay, so your next paper should look like this. Your clue cut words. We're not going to cut these out. Besides you have 4 crayons. Each section is going to have one color. So what is each section going to have?
One color.
So I can't see 3 or 4 colors in one section. It has to be one color for each section. Okay? And here's your word bank down here. Now we just went over these 2 times. So you're going to try to fill in the word in the column that it goes in. Okay? With one color. So let's go ahead and do that.
You want me to write the word up here or color it?
Write the word. You can mark it out if you want. I want you to make sure you put your name at the very top. Debbie, are we using the same color in each column?
Oh, yes. Yes. Sorry. Are you going to take off for colors?
Yes, I will take off for colors. Don't rush yourself, Kathy. You'll start using the wrong colors. Okay, ladies, are we done?
Not yet.
Let's hurry up, Debbie.
Yes, ma'am.
Just for so we can move on to the next one. Don't look at her paper, Kathy. Okay. Am I gonna have to pull you away from the group?
I missed one.
Okay, we're done now. Now we're gonna pass those up for me. Okay, thank you. Okay, now we're going to clue word problems. So, you can go ahead and flip your sheet back over. Now, Kathy, why don't you read the instructions for us?
Write a word problem for each operation. Solve the word problem.
So first, we're going to write the word problem. Then we're going to solve the word problem. So what do we have to do to solve the word problem?
Find the keywords
Find
and
the
write down
keywords.
the numbers.
And write down the numbers. So I want you to underline your keywords and write down the numbers, okay? So go ahead and get started on that. And make sure you write your name at the top of the paper. Make sure you're underlining your key word.
Like this. Oh, I see.
Yes, make sure you underline it, okay? Did you solve your problems? While she's finishing hers, why don't you just do this? Go back over. Because you're going to see these a lot. Okay, let's pass them up. Okay, so let's wrap up what we went over today. So, Kathy, why don't you give me an example of a word problem using one of our clue words?
I have 9 pieces of candy. And Debbie has 6 pieces of candy. How many pieces of candy do we have all together?
Good, and what would you use for that?
Addition.
Addition. Okay, Debbie, what about you? Can you give me an example?
Yes, Eric has 20 pieces of gum. He decides to share equally with 3 of his friends. How many would each boy get each? How many pieces?
Right.
Okay, so that would be
What was your key clue
division.
words be? And division, correct. Good job.
Share equally would be the word.
Right, good
That
job.
would be 4 pieces.